Scarface, the musical.
Before another sunrise wakes me, before another night is gone.
Sutton Foster, holy
She's so amazing.
shit, man.
Often I marvel at Sutton Foster's ability to transform into someone that is very unlike herself.
Oh my god, I know what you're gonna say. Continue, please.
And I think it was fun to see her bring a lot of herself to this role. Right?
Yes!
Right? But, I mean, there was like that edge to her that I think, well, we all have it somewhere, but we obviously don't see it because she's like a very polished professional actress. So maybe it's there and we don't see it. But it's like, I always wanted to see her in Little Women because I felt like that role was the closest to Sutton Foster of a role that she had ever played. And I think that this is part of that too.
She's just like a lady. Because I'm so used to seeing Sutton Foster be like, and then be like, la 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 la, like she totally transforms when you see her on stage, and this is so great because she's like wearing one dress and she's got her hair, her real hair, and she's like,
they even like re-dyed it. Because it had that beautiful, she had that beautiful Hollywood, like
with the highlights,
like blonde highlights, still brown hair, but blonde highlights, and now it's like mousy brown.
Mousy brown. Love it.
Yeah.
Her personality, like in her personality, when you watch interviews and stuff with her, she's very like dorky and adorable and just sort of like, hey, what?
Adorkable.
Adorkable,
like
Zoe Deschanel. Like, yeah. But yeah, and like, you know, I remember her makeover story where she's just like, what? Clothes?
I'm wearing overalls.
Yes, she wears overalls and that. You know, but then like, yeah, when you see her in like Young Frankenstein and she's yodeling and she looks like a glamour puss, like.
And drowsy and anything goes. And she can do that. And that's what has always amazed me about her as a performer is that you see her on interviews, you see her at the stage door sometimes, and she's just sort of like, hi guys, I don't know what's going on. I'm just a normal person. But
she can do it all.
Yeah. But it was so fun to see her play a normal person who obviously is not dealing with a normal issue.
Right.
Which has that, in turn, changed the kind of person that she is. But still, like just a regular old gal.
Listen, I mean, obviously, I love all shows that have revival numbers. Like, I love a revival number. I wish I knew psychologically what it is about a revival number that makes me go so fucking crazy in my brain that I love it so much.
Well, it's that same thing that reaches religious people. You're just responding to the musicality of it. Like, just the musicality of it. And a little bit of the message, but in a secular way.
Yeah, I don't know. That shit, like, fascinates me partially, where I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I just love a revival number. This show has a revival number. I loved it. I love Sutton Foster. I love Joshua Henry so much. And this is one of those shows where I literally, like, during the opening number, I was like, oh! I love it, and I'm going to love everything. I just knew in that open. I mean, I had positive feelings about the show to begin with because of things that I had heard, but I honestly had not heard much. All I had heard was like, Sutton Foster, she's amazing, and everyone was like, you'll love this show, ladies. And then I did. It was beautiful. Joshua Henry!
Oh my god, Joshua Henry. He was great, as usual.
Major spoiler. If you haven't seen the show, please stop watching because this is like a really big spoiler and it'll spoil the whole show for you. I feel like this show gave me the ending that Sideshow didn't. That I wanted. You know? That like how I want Sideshow to actually end in my fantasy land, that's what I got out of Violet. I mean, I got a lot of things out of Violet. Like, I got everything from Violet. But, like, it literally, at the end of the show, when you're finally like, yes, they're I was like, it's like Jake and Violet get to be together. Because they Sideshow. Actually, it's his word. He says, my.
Yeah.
Well, I can see past your affliction. Why can't you see past mine? And Sutton Foster's does. Thank you. Ugh. I did have a moment when they were like, when they kiss, where I was like, wait, you guys are still standing at a bus station in Arkansas in 1964? Be careful, y'all!
That, and spoiler alert again, I guess, Colin Donnell's going off to Vietnam. He could, but Joshua Henry could still be shipped off, will still be shipped off to Vietnam. It doesn't say that because first they're just sending special forces, but it's Vietnam, and everybody's going.
Right, because he also has
enlisted.
that. Right, because he also has that line where he's like, "Man, we're gonna clean this up. It's a tiny thing," and we're like, "Oh, you have no idea."
Colin Donnell was like, "It's barely even a war."
Like it's gonna be. Yeah,
Shit
good
show.
point. Oh no, Joshua Henry.
I know. That sort of soured the ending for me a little bit.
I'm glad I
Just
didn't think about that.
Because I was like, nope. You're going to war, dude. Maybe he'll come back, but he'll come back changed.
In Nam, man. Everything changed in Nam. That's sad. Where do they live? Where do they live their life together? Do they go up north?
Well, see, I was also wondering that same sort of thing. Like, are they going to get married? Are they just going to move up to her farm on the mountain and not necessarily get married?
I was going to say, because, like, I don't know.
Well,
in 1964, which states could they even get married in?
That's the other thing. So I was like, are they just going to go back to her farm up on the mountain and, like, not get married but be together?
But I feel like the eventual... Oh, God, I hope so. But I feel like the eventual storyline of them going back to her hometown and living on the mountaintop is that eventually somebody comes up and lynches them, both of them, and that terrifies me. They better go to New York. I loved this show so much.
It was really great. The music. Janine Tesori.
She writes all my favorite shows.
She's pretty great.
She's amazing.
Can we talk about Annie Golden?
Yeah.
She was amazing.
She was amazing.
Oh man.
She was great. Her. She was awesome. I liked the voice she was using.
I loved the two parts that she played, which were completely opposite from each other. They were both great. She's amazing and hilarious.
Yeah. She was really good. Rema Webb, girl, what the f***? Oh my God, literally like spontaneous applause when she was like, I'm not singing for you, I'm singing for the Lord. And
well, yeah.
I loved that part. She was so sassy because he was like being such an asshole and she was like, no thank you, I'm here for the Lord, not for you or your TV show. Because she had true faith. Sutton Foster is an angel. Descendant from theater heaven, bestowed upon us all.
Yes.
On Broadway.
Yes.
God, stop doing TV. Somebody cancel that pilot she did. I don't care how good it is. Chain her to a Broadway stage and do not let her leave.
I think she, like Audra, though, will always come back.
Good.
You know what I mean?
Good. You know what, Sutton Foster? You once said that you wanted to break Ethel Merman's record for originating the most roles in Broadway shows. Get on that. Thank you.
Does this count? Because it's the first Broadway production?
I don't think so.
Emerson Steele.
Emerson Steele.
Is she related to Ryan Steele?
She's amazing, whoever she is. She's absolutely incredible, and I loved her.
She was great.
Oh my gosh, she was really great. I loved her voice.
Yeah.
Her voice was flawless. Give me that cast recording right now, please.
I wonder how old she is. Because I think she's supposed to be between 12 and 15.
Yeah.
Like young Violet. Just curious. Alexander Gemignani, the dad, who I always want to call Paul, because that's his dad.
He was really good.
He was fantastic.
Kind of broke my heart a little bit. Kind of really broke my heart.
Are you on the way or are you in the way? On my way.